Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey joins us live now. Sir, it is great to see you. Thank you so much for making time for us tonight.
It's great to be with you. I feel like I'm closer to you than Nicole and Joy are.
That's true.
You might be.
I could actually reach out and touch a facsimile of your face. So that's true. You're better there. You're better there. Senator, tell me about that expression of happiness, why this is not just good news for you as a politician, why this feels so personal to you, why you feel like she's your sister and not just your colleague. Give us some insight into what's behind those emotional comments from you.
You know, I've had this day today, just as everybody's getting ready for the history that's being made tonight, where I've just hung out with black and brown folk. I had a Zoom call with black and Indian women, and a lot of emotion and a lot of, as you said at the beginning of the show, a lot of people being a little verklempt because of what this means to so many people. You're right. This is sort of a continuance, another example of who we are, but it's really generations of black women in America facing horrific violence and oppression. And I mean, even when you talk about things about the wage gap between women and men, it's the worst for black women. And so this is one of those moments where I keep talking about that movie, Waiting to Exhale. I feel like a lot of us have just exhaled, and this is a moment of affirmation on a longer historical stage. And then I have this incredible privilege that I've, over the last decade or so, I've just gotten to be her friend and get to know her and to know how equipped she is for this moment, how in so many ways, while this was not a singular ambition of hers in any way, but the universe has prepared her for this. And I think that what Joe Biden's going to get in her, I'm not even sure, in many ways, he showed who he is by making this choice, but I think he is going to be aptly rewarded in the kind of vice president he's going to get in the White House.
Senator Booker, it's always good to see you. And, you know, you belong to, and Senator Harris belong to, a very, very tiny club. There have been fewer black United States senators than, you know, the number of fingers on two hands. And the two of you have been in some fights to try to get things like an anti-lynching law passed, and a lot of fights that are really poignant and really particular to black voters. Can you talk a little bit about, you know, how those fights have strengthened your relationship with her and what you've learned about her in trying to get those things accomplished?
Well, you know, we're still in an institution that has not seen that many black people in it. And in fairness, even with Tim Scott, the first time we've had 3 black people at the same time, all of us have our stories, including Tim Scott, of the reaction of the body to us or our presence there. And how it's felt. And so for me to get Kamala to come to Washington, for us to be able to sit together, as you're showing, in hearings together, where you're talking about issues that have such a disproportionate impact on black and brown communities, just she and I on the Judiciary Committee together was a shift in history, that here is a body that has been a committee that's making such an impact on the lives of black and brown people. Now the two of us can sit there, and we're sitting there, and there are times we just turn to each other, whether it's a Trump judge that won't even say that Brown versus Board of Education is settled law. I mean, I'm so happy we've never gotten caught on an open mic when we sit and whisper to each other about what the hell we're seeing. So that forges something between two people. And the fact that she's just fun and she is good-natured, it has just been an incredible experience. But I will tell you this, she is tough. She is strong. She comes prepared. If you watch her in the hearing and I see her notes, she is somebody that doesn't play and knows that every day she steps in that institution, she's not just fighting for herself or the great state of California. She knows, with only 2 black women having served in that institution, that she is determined that she would not be the last, that she would open more doors, that she would widen the pathway. She'd put some lighting up to help others find their way there. And that's the exciting and extraordinary thing about her, is that so many Americans, in seeing her rise to this point tonight that she's going to ascend to, so many Americans have more light along a pathway and more belief in their hearts that there's nothing they can't do.
Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey, sir, it is great to see you, especially on a night where history is going to be made. We can say for sure. Really appreciate you being here and sharing those words with us. Nice
I mean, as you said, because we've got a lineup of powerhouse women tonight that I think are going to show this country a lot of strength, a lot of power. It's going to be an extraordinary night. I'm buckling my seatbelt, grabbing some tissue, maybe, getting ready to have a good time.
We hear you. We don't have seatbelts, but the rest of that, yes. Thank you, sir.